everybody. Welcome to the new home of Fox Island Railroad Company here in Nashville, Tennessee. Super stoked to show you guys around. This has been quite the adventure so far, so yeah, come along, we'll head outside and get to work. So I found this property in fall of 2022, and it's just been such a blessing, and I instantly fell in love with this shop building. And as soon as I started to work on the property and sort of inspect the land, one thing I noticed was that the land immediately around the shop is fairly hilly. And I realized pretty quickly that the easiest way out to level ground without the use of some sort of transfer table was going to be through the back wall of the shop. So here you'll see me cutting open the wall, removing some insulation, and framing out the beginning of a miniature locomotive door. So there are a few reasons I decided to build my own miniature door. The first being cost. Pre-hung insulated doors these days are $600 to $700, and I just didn't want to put that much into this part of the project right now. I also didn't want to deal with removing and bracing studs. I do plan to upgrade to a nice door probably eventually, and I wanted to cut this hole just significantly smaller than my final door will be, and leave myself plenty of wiggle room for placement down the road. I do also plan to add a wood stove in this room, so I'll have to keep that installation to code, so just want to give myself plenty of options. I also don't need anything fancy right now. This method will get me outside and my shop sealed up in a matter of a couple hours, and with all scrap wood and parts from the shop. And hey, I would always rather build something myself for cheap than buy it at a big box store anyway, so this was just a super fun project. So I do plan to paint and seal this shed siding ply I used on the door. However, it is severe weather rated, so no huge rush on that. And since this video has been edited, I actually have insulated the door with R13 boards, spray foam, another layer of plywood on the back, and I've also added weather stripping all around to keep the cold air out, which is actually working great, much better than any of the other doors in my shop. Now for the fun part, drilling some holes and going at it with the Sawzall. This was super satisfying, I won't lie, and I could sit back and watch this part all day, so I'll let you guys do the same. Well, with the door on its hinges, it's time to get the rails in place. You can see I'll pay close attention to that bottom door seal, leaving only a 1/4 inch gap for the flanges on the inside of the rail. I'll also add a custom-cut weather flap to the bottom of the door, again just to keep the cold air and critters out. With the rails laid and the door seal finally nailed in, it was time to get 311 on the ground for the first time at her new spot. This was just such a great feeling too. There was so much moving and shuffling of gear and stuff and equipment and furniture over the last bunch of months to get to this point that this was just huge. So congrats, old girl. We made it. So the next morning was quite chilly. I guess it is January, but I got straight to work cutting, flashing, and J-channel. This really cleaned up the outside look quite quickly. As always, guys, thank you so much for your support on the channel. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more documentation of building this new 1-inch backyard railroad, and definitely like and comment to let me know what you guys think and what you'd like to see more of. Cheers, everybody. See you down the line.